really, really interesting responses. And we definitely wanted to take this time to tell you guys, to speak back to you guys and let you know what we thought about some of the comments that we received. How did you feel about some of the comments that we received?
You know, I want to thank a couple of people that were out there that actually saw to it that this went viral. I thought the comments were obviously reaching a mature adult with some of the comments, because a lot of the things were very well spelled out. A lot of people had the same complaints about music, and you know, the soul is gone, and you know, what happened to real singer-songwriters. And
do you feel that people actually got your point of view and your perspective?
To some degree, it was interesting. You know, I think a lot of people had. I'm a more nuanced kind of guy. I don't always see everything in black and white. In part of this, I'm not going to throw all these singers today and all these recording artists under the bus like a lot of older people have. I have often felt that with each passing generation, the music business caters to youth. So the previous generation starts to feel neglected. They start to feel that things aren't being created for them anymore. And so with that being said, you've got a lot of folks who are in their 30s and their 40s and maybe a little bit older who just feel there's nothing out there for them today. And I kind of disagree with that. I think it's out there. You just kind of have to kind of search for it a little bit more. There's great music out there. It's just not the dominant force. The Arethas, the Shakas, the Luthers, the Stevies, the Marvins, the Michaels, those people that we consider great artists, they aren't the dominating genre of music anymore. But there's still people out there. Can you talk about
some of the responses, though, that you got that really moved you one way or another?
Well, one that moved me was from an artist who actually happens to be on the Music Matters tour right now, and he was questioning our qualification as to why we were up here. And it's interesting, you know, my qualification comes, you know, from doing a music magazine, being in the music business 25 years, interviewing hundreds of artists. Your qualification is you've done writing too, you've done reviews when we were at Urban Network. You're also a pop music enthusiast, or pop culture enthusiast, I should say. And I felt that this would be great for us to kind of get out here, exchange some ideas, and maybe we'll ruffle a few feathers out there and get people to comment and tell us back what they think. You know, and I don't think everything that we talk about is necessarily going to be this verbal fisticuffs, but I just felt that this one particular artist, he wanted to know what's our qualification before we went out there and expressed our opinion. Yeah. So I'm curious, what did you think about it?
Well, I'll say directly to everybody out there, you know, we thought this would be entertaining and this would pull people in and promote discussion. But for those of you who think that we shouldn't have an opinion, whoever that may be, for whatever reason, you went to the public forum. I'm a consumer. I have a dollar. I have a mind. I have an opinion. I'm going to give it.
Absolutely. And, you know, Monday morning quarterbacking is big business.
Yes, it is.
You know, and that's why we want to talk about music, sports, film.
It kind of reminds me of a comment that LeBron James made during the Super Bowl when there was a collapse in the Super Bowl, and he said that all the analysts, he sort of jumped on their back saying, how can they have these opinions when they couldn't get out there and throw a football that way? Well, guess what? There's $1 billion industry built on people sitting around because they have opinions, because it takes the viewer to watch TV, to build the ratings, to go to the stadiums, to put money in your pocket. So the industry exists because people have opinions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's all I got to say.
Okay.